The Week 18 matchup between the Dolphins and the Jets was one of the worst games of the season. I mean, who thought Joe Flacco versus Skylar Thompson would be a great matchup to watch? And it doesn't help that the Jets are one of the two teams playing in this game, so with that, you know it's already going to be bad. Oh wait, someone watching the video actually thinks the Jets were good when they started the season with a decent record. Look at their last 3 games against the Dolphins, the Jags, and the Seahawks. The Jets have only scored 15 points through those 3 games. Now again, it didn't help that Miami had to start Skylar Thompson for his second NFL start ever, but I don't think it really matters because I've been saying it all season, and I'll say it again. I think the Miami Dolphins are overrated. To start off, I'll show you a glimpse of how bad this game really was. Watch Garrett Wilson catch the ball, and then 5 Miami defenders are unable to tackle him, and then he falls on his own. Yeah, Buddy felt so bad that he broke 5 tackles. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna go down on my own. How do none of these 3 players tackle Wilson here? I mean, he gets sandwiched, and then there's number 8 there who just stands there. It's just embarrassing. 27 here gets put on skates, and I mean skates, and then runs into his teammate, preventing both of them from making the tackles, and there's broke tackles 4 and 5. Something else from this game is that this game had 17 drives total, and 0 of the 17 drives resulted in a touchdown. I think this is it's kind of impressive. Like, this is hard to do. A game that has 17 drives has 0 touch. Hats off to the Jets and the Dolphins. Now, if you don't know, next week for the playoffs, the Miami Dolphins have to travel to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Now, at this point, there is 0 chance of the Dolphins winning this game. Jalen Waddle, out. Tua Tagovailoa, I believe, is out. Tyreek Hill is hurt and not 100%, but he will still play. So, RIP to the Dolphins season. Rest in piss. Fuck the Dolphins. Nah, I'm joking. Rest in peace. It really does suck for the Dolphins because their last 2 seasons before this, they went 10-6 and 9-8. In both of those seasons, they missed the playoffs. The game went scoreless throughout the first quarter, and 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Zerline came out to break the 0-0 tie and missed a 43-yard field goal. But don't worry, Jason Sanders did the job on Miami's next drive and brought the Dolphins a nice solid 3-0 lead with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. But don't worry, the Jets got Greggy another shot, this one from 32 yards, and he must have made it. It seems like the NFL highlights crew needs some new workers or managers because they seem to always leave out key and important clips or parts of the game, and they just accidentally cut them out. I mean, it must be an accident, right? It is probably an accident. It's really easy just to cut. I mean, they probably did accidentally cut out when Aaron Rodgers threw an interception and the refs called it back with a flag. It's just probably accident. Or when DeAndre Swift got clotheslined by a Green Bay Packers defensive player, it's probably just another accident. I mean, it's not that unlikely they accidentally cut something out of their highlights or leave something out. It is weird, though, how both of those plays are good for Green Bay. Oh, that's weird. Fuck the Pack. All right, so I skipped ahead to 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Oh, it's still 3-3, and the Dolphins take a 6-3 lead. Oh, I thought there'd be more points on the board. Now to 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, Greggy tosses in another field goal to tie the game up at 6. While I'm recapping this game, I almost don't want to grill either team's offense because, first off, everyone knows the Jets' offense is an absolute joke. It's been the joke of the 2022 NFL season, and then everyone knows that for the Dolphins, they don't have Tua or Waddle. So it's not really fair to grill the Dolphins offense either when their quarterback is only starting his second NFL game ever and played decent. And also played decent against a good defense. Now, if you don't know, late in the fourth quarter, the Dolphins set up a nice 50-yard field goal and made it to take a 9-6 lead, and then they would get a safety on the Jets' final play of the game, but they really won 9-6. And that's about it. Not really much from this game to look at, to talk about. Pretty boring game. Boring ass game. One of the worst games of the season. And fuck the Pack.